What's up, Sportman family? It's your boy Sportman, and welcome back to another Market Watch. Today, we are going over cards you should be buying right now before it's absolutely too late. Now, first up on the docket is, yes, Return of the Dragon Lords, the quarter century secret rare from, of course, Quarter Century Bonanza. Now, something to note, everybody, a lot of times we are going over cards in Bonanza, in Rare Collection 1, in Rare Collection 2. There seems to be a play on here with myself, a lot of content creators here as well, because there's a lot of value to be had in these sets, like a lot of value. You know, there's times where we're seeing a lot of support cards for older archetypes come about, and now we're seeing the Quarter Century Secret Rares for those cards increase in price, right? The Dragon Rulers, the Blue Eyes cards, they increase over time because they're getting support here in the future in 2025, in 2026, 2027, whenever year it may be, we're going to see these cards pick up in value over time, and it's good to invest in these cards while it's low in price, especially in the QCR market. Yes, high rarity, we always talk about it, you know, whether or not Quarter Century Secret really is a high rarity. A lot of people are starting to debate this, but I do believe we're pushing to the factor of, yes, it's becoming that high rarity card. And again, people like their shiny card, people like to collect shiny cards, so yes, it's picking up in value, and we're seeing it time and time again with a lot of these QCRs. So Return of the Dragon Lords, again, we're getting Blue Eye support here in the future, we're getting Dragon Ruler support, so a lot of these Dragon cards in 2025, especially those support cards, are seeing its value picked up here, and no surprise with the QCR for this one is getting picked up as well, as we start to see that graph increase over time, and I expect that graph to continue to increase as we move into 2025 as well. Now, Naturia Beast is something that, to keep a note, that this will go up over time. It has old playability value to it. It has current day playability value to it. I mean, there is a lot of things that can go right for this card in the future as well to see its price increase over time. Now, yes, it maybe is not a card that's seen a lot of different decks, but it's a good card nonetheless, and it's a card that will be used in the future, whether it's used today, like I said, or in the future. It does have a good leg on its shoulder, a good head on its shoulder, and I do see its value picking up over time. Trishula is the same regard here. Old playability to it. It could have current day and even future outlooks to this as well, and that's why we start to see that graph increase as well. So just keep that in mind as you're moving forward. Dark Magician Girl, Quarter Century Secret Rare, the $30 card decreased to under $10. Yes, pick it up. It definitely will increase over time, and a card that does have a Quarter Century stamp on it, especially this OG type of look and feel, and again, people loving what Dark Magician Girl is all about. Yes, it will pick up over time. Just be aware of that moving forward. Illusion of Chaos. Maybe have playability in the future. I don't know, but let me tell you something. It definitely has collectability value to it. I recommend picking this up at $7. That's a steal. I'm not going to lie. I would definitely pick that up if I were you. Pop Duality. It always will be a playable card, and something to note that a lot of Pop cards tend to be either banned, limited. Duality is here, man. Duality is here to stay. People are really overlooking this card. Keep in mind, this does have a future outlook to it as well. Again, people will definitely come towards this card in the future at some point, and its value right now at $5-6, it's pretty cheap right now, and I definitely recommend picking it up while it's at this price tag. The token cards. Okay, the Rage of the Abyss token cards. We're going over this because I do believe that their values will actually increase over time, especially since, again, these special editions, and I do have it right here actually, these special edition, like little Rage of the Abyss box and other sets that have come out, I do believe the token cards will pick up in value as well, and something to just have in your collection over time. I do believe it's something that people will love, especially that 25th stamp. Again, the Yuma one, the Jaden one, the Yusei one, the Yugi one, the Playmaker one, and Yuya, and even the... Did I go over all of them? I think I did. Okay, so all of them, right? So just be aware of that. Even the Akiza one, I don't have it on this list here today, but even the Akiza one, the token card is something to note as well, and to just keep in your back pocket, because you never know. Again, over time, people will love these types of cards and will want it for their collection, or even use as token cards for, you know, actually playing the game. Psychic Process is another card that we took a look at a few months ago. It's noting that it's under $2 right now, and I would definitely just pick it up just for, again, future outlooks. Never know if this card could be used again here in the meta. Blaze, Supreme Ruler of all dragons. You know, we just talked about Dragon Rulers getting that support here coming soon. Definitely keep your eye on this one. Yes, it has definitely gone up in price. Can it go further up? Yes. Again, it's only a $12 card right now. I definitely can see this one picking up in value even over $20 at some point. So just be aware of that. Don't sleep on these cards, everybody. Eldritch, oh boy, it's getting support here. And I told everybody at $3, $4 when this card was so cheap. When this card was so cheap to pick it up. And yes, it really was $3, $4 at some point. And now it's above $10. Do I see this one continue to increase? Yes. At $16, still a steal, everybody. Still a steal at 16 because this one can go into the 20s very easily. And look at the listings. 18 listings left. We always say it, low listings mean higher value. Don't wait too long. Same with this one, right? Don't wait too long. We saw the price tag, right? Really low at some point. Now it has picked up in value again. So again, low listings, 24 listings left. Don't sleep right now. Try to pick them up while you can because again, these cards will increase over time. The QCR market is just a given, right? These cards have the possibility to just go exponentially in the upwards direction. I never see it really going in the downwards direction as much as it should be going in the upwards direction, in my opinion. At least from these rare collection sets, especially the lower end stuff, they just pick up in price, everybody. It just happens. Again, something to note, and we've been going over this section for, I think, for months now. It's something to buy. If you haven't bought all these QCRs, buy them. Again, you don't want to wait and then something happens like the Exodia one, right? It picked up in value a few weeks ago. It went to $20 and now it's staying at a stagnant price tag at $14. This card that was like $3, $4 for so long picked up in such a huge value. And again, Dark Magician picked up in value these past few weeks. Stars Dragon is starting to see its value increase. Don't wait too long because again, these values definitely could increase over time. And people that are waiting, that are expecting these to go down even further or just stay the price tag, what are you doing? Just like pick him up while you can. Honestly, like just pick him up because keep in mind, everybody, quarter century secret rares are coming to an end, right? Alliance Insight is the last quarter century secret rare set. Don't wait because again, people will have that little FOMO and you just don't want to wait. That's all I'll say. All right, Ultimate Fusion. We talked about Blue Eye support. Something to keep note, this card could go up in time. Just have it in your back pocket. Pick up a few copies, maybe a playset. It's cheap right now. Don't wait too long. Same Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. Just have it in your back pocket. It's pretty cheap right now. You just never know with these types of cards. It's just good to have in your back pocket. True Light is the same here. We're seeing that value start to increase now. It's around the $3, $4, $5 range. I would just be aware of this one going up as well. Again, True Light only has that one copy of it, so just again, keep it back in your mind. Just good to have. Cross-Out Detonator, just always a good card to have. Just keep that in mind as well. And the Blue Eyes White Dragon from the Tins of Pharaoh Gods is a good copy to have. I always say it, these types of cards is really cool just to have, just because a lot of people will take a liking to how different it looks, but also how, I mean, it really is a really cool artwork overall. So again, it's really cheap right now. At some point, this was like 30, 40 bucks, I think, when it first came out. Now it's definitely gone down in price, under $10 basically. So I definitely would recommend just picking up just to have either for your collection, for your deck, if you're going to make the Blue Eye structure, Blue Eyes deck that's coming out, that's going to be very meta. So just be aware of all these things moving forward as well. And one thing to note as well, I know we got the Maxi and the Battle City, right? Set. I do recommend picking up a higher rarity version, not the common, but maybe a super rare, maybe a gold rare, something along the lines, right? Because this is about $5 in market. If you're just gonna pay a little bit more, like the $3, $4 more, I would pick up just another maxi of one of these variations, just because you never know in the future. Konami is a mystery of wonders, and you just never know what they plan to do in the future. Again, we have Fuelios, we have Parelia. You never know if they might just get rid of both of those and bring back Maxi and just be like, hey, have fun. Or just bring back Maxi with Fuelios and Parelia and just be like, to hell with it. So you just never know. It's just good to have because, again, you just never know. And you can just make profits on this. Junk Warrior, a lot of people have been talking about these QCRs, obviously, myself included, and some of the main character cards going up. Junk Warrior is one of them. We saw the price tag about $14 for the longest time, now jumping up to about $20, $22 even. So, just be aware of these types of cards going up over time. People are sleeping on them. There's 21 listings left of this. So again, low listings means higher price tag, and this listing is starting to go down and down as we go into the further weeks. So just be aware of that as we move forward here into the market. Red Eyes Black Dragon, the Ghost Rare, is actually picking up in value as well. This card was about $45 to $50 for the longest time. We're starting to see that price tag really pick up. Again, it's one of the main cards, right? Main three, right? You got the Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, and Red Eyes. It's funny enough to see this one being under 100. I thought this one would be over 100 by now, but again, it's not, and I expected the value over time to be there at some point. So don't wait too long to pick up your Red Eyes Black Dragon Ghost Rare, as well as don't wait too long to pick up these Ghost Rares in general. We saw the price tag increase for Blue Eyes White Dragon from the really 120 range to now over $200, right? If you looked at Blue Eyes only a few months ago, this card was really cheap. Now, if you look at near mint copy, you're looking at 200 plus now for this card. Same with Dark Magician Gold. It actually went down for a few months, and now it picked back up over 200. So just be aware of these things, right? These cheaper Ghost Rares, Cyber Dragon, I mean, it's a fan favorite, right? Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, we talked about Blue Eyes Support, right? Dark Arm Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, these main type of character cards, even, Jack Atlas card, all the, it's good to have. You just never know, especially the profits that could be ever in your favor with these types of cards. I mean, a cheap Ghost Rare and Winged Dragon of Ross Rare mode is insane. At this point, this has gone up and down over the past few months, and I just would hold it in your back pocket. You just never know with these types of things. And it being a high rarity card, and though I guess not the best looking version of quality control from Konami, but again, something that people just enjoy in general in a Ghost Rare, it will go up over time. So just be aware of this all moving forward. But these are the cards that you should be buying right now. I just wanted to go over a quick, update for cards I think that, could go up. Sure, there's a lot of other cards that could go up as well, but that's for another market watch. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's. Let me know if I missed out any cards that I should be going over. But from yours truly, Sparkman, we'll catch you next one. Please follow and comment, and peace out, YouTube.